Good evening. I'm Ashani Gamage and this is Prime TV News. We take a quick look at your top stories first. Police curfew imposed in the entire northwestern province. President invites the nation to not fall prey to the turmoil of the country. Full support from government to commemorate Vesak. Acting Defence Minister is Ruan. Constitutional Council approved the acting IGP. And in news overseas, Sweden reopens rape investigation against Julian Assange. And now the news in detail. Police curfew has been imposed on the entire northwestern province with immediate effect. Police media spokesman SP Ruan Gunasekara said that it will be effective until further notice. Earlier today, police curfew was imposed on Rasnayakapura, Kobegane, Kuliyapitiya, Bingiriya, Dumalasuriya and Hettipula police divisions. President Maithripala Sirisena has invited the nation to not fall prey to the turmoil of the country. The president made this appeal at a gathering of Galle district political and defence sector chiefs. The president had a discussion with the Galle district political leadership, state officials and defence sector representatives. The meeting was held at the Galle Dakshinapaya building. This series of gatherings was organised to raise awareness on the support that should be extended by the regional political leadership and state officials to the defence sectors with respect to the initiatives taken to consolidate national security in the country. This series of gatherings was organised to raise awareness on the support that should be extended by the regional political leadership and state officials to the defence sectors with respect to the initiatives taken to consolidate national security in the country. The Eastern Provincial and Central Provincial gatherings were held recently. Views and proposals from them on behalf of the security program was discussed at length on the occasion. Views and proposals from them on behalf of the security program were discussed at length on the occasion. The president said that they can be satisfied on the present security situation. He said that they should not be deceived by statements that mislead the people. He called on all of them to support in maintaining normal civilian life. The president said that more attention should be drawn to social media that publishes rumors and false reports that mislead the public and does serious harm to the security of the country. Such things deceive the people and causes fear in them. He said that social media deceives the people and causes fear in them. The president mentioned that he is satisfied with the security situation prevailing in the country. In the meantime, another meeting was held at the Kalutara District Auditorium. It was attended by political representatives, state officials and defence sector representatives. The Mahanayakas have applauded the attempts made by President Maithripala Sirisena on behalf of the country. Views and proposals of the Mahanayaka Theras were presented to the president when he called on the Malvatta and Askiriya Mahanayaka Theras. President Maithripala Sirisena, who worshipped the sacred tooth relics elaborated to the Mahasangha, including the Malvatta and Askiriya Mahanayaka Theras, on the program mooted on behalf of consolidating national security in the country. The president, who visited the Malvatta Vihara, paid a courtesy call on the Mahanayaka, the most venerable Tibbotuave Sri Sumangala Thera, and engaged in a cordial discussion. Thereafter, the president visited the Asgiriya Vihara and called on the Mahanayaka, the most venerable Varkagoda Sri Jnanaratana Thera. He also called on the Anunayaka of the Malvatta chapter, the venerable Dibul Kumburi Vimala Dhamma Thera, and had a cordial discussion. President Maithripala Sirisena, who visited the Hurikadua Sri Vidyasagara Vihara at Manikhinna in Kandy, met the Mahanayaka of the Ramanya Mahanikaya, the most venerable Napana Pemasiri Thera. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has said that the necessary full support will be given to the decision taken to hold religious observances in all viharas and temples in the island on behalf of the Vesak full moon Poya day. The Prime Minister expressed this view participating as the chief guest at a function organised to hand over letters of appointment to 3,888 sports training officers. Further expressing his views on the occasion, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that by directing children towards external activities such as arts and sports, it would be possible to refrain them from drawing their attention towards extremism. The Prime Minister emphasised that action was being taken to rebuild the trust that was breached following the bomb attack unleashed on the 21st of last month. Premier Wickremesinghe assured that the support of the government machinery and the security sectors will be extended for the success of the Vesak full moon Poya. Minister Arjuna Ranatunga said that a program has so far not been mooted to identify the most talented sportsmen and women. Expressing his views on the occasion, Minister Akhila Viraj Karyavasa made a fervent appeal from the people not to be subject to the hidden agendas of saboteurs. Still on local news, it has been witnessed how the people are getting ready to celebrate Vesak with the commencement of the Vesak week. They are preparing to commemorate the thrice blessed day, giving pride of place in religious observances, although Vesak zones are not organised following the terrorist attack that was unleashed on Easter Sunday. Vesak full moon Poya day falls on the 18th of this month. As such, plans are afoot to hold special programs in viharas and temples in this respect. Also, it was witnessed as to how the people were displaying their keen enthusiasm on behalf of Vesak decorations. Vesak lanterns as well as decorations are on sale on either side of many roads. Also, whether they are children or elders, all of them are interested in buying Vesak greeting cards. Many organisers have taken a decision to refrain from putting up pandals and also organising dansalas and Vesak zones due to the Easter terror attacks. The Constitutional Council has approved the appointment of Senior DIG C.D. Wickramaratne to the post of Acting Inspector General of Police. The Speaker's office said that Mr. Wickramaratne's name was proposed by President Maithripala Sirisena and had been sent to the Constitutional Council for approval before it was approved during today's meeting chaired by Speaker Karu Jayasuriya. Meanwhile, the acting position of C.D. Wickramaratne as the Inspector General of Police has been extended for another 2-week period. Mass Media and State Minister for Defence Ruwan Wijewardena has been appointed as the Acting Minister of Defence. He will be serving in the position until the return of President Maithripala Sirisena to the country. The President has left for China today to attend the conference on Dialogue of Asian Civilizations in Beijing, China. The Connecting Hearts Ranmawat Road Development Program is progressing satisfactorily. The expenditure to be incurred on the development of rural roads under the project mooted under the patronage of the Prime Minister is 17,140 million rupees. The intention of the government is to complete this Connecting Hearts Ranmawat Road Development Program by August this year. The Ministry of Highways, Road Development and Petroleum Resources Development said that 80 million rupees has been set aside for every electorate. 2,950 million rupees has been allocated for the eastern and northern provinces. Minister Kabir Hashim said that this road development program is being implemented parallel to the mega-scale road development project which is already underway. A study has already revealed that the loss incurred due to traffic congestion in the Colombo city is around 1 billion rupees per day. 397 billion rupees is utterly wasted per year as a result of traffic congestion. The number of vehicles that enter and leave the Colombo city per day is in the region of 300,000. Of this, the number of private vehicles is around 250,000. Accordingly, plans have been drawn up to minimize traffic congestion in a number of towns. The government's intention is to complete work on around 146 kilometers in expressway within this year. Primary divisions of all government schools also reopened today for the second term. Our correspondents reported that although attendance in certain schools was satisfactory, there was a decline in attendance of some other schools. Northern Education Secretary S. Sathyaseelan said that the overall attendance in schools in the Vaunia, Mana, Jaffna, Mullaitivu and Kilinochchi districts in the northern province was at a satisfactory level. The security forces have taken all initiatives to consolidate security in the schools. The overall attendance of children within the primary divisions of schools in the Galle city was at a low level according to the correspondents. Initiatives were taken to carry out a thorough search of all who were entering the schools. Even members of the forces were seen deployed in schools and in the surroundings. An overall low percentage was reported in attendance of children within the primary divisions in Nambalangoda and in the suburbs. However, security was consolidated in all the schools. Our reporters mentioned that there was a low turnout in the primary divisions of schools in the Ampara district. Members of the security forces and school development committees as well as the parents took measures to strengthen security. Attendance in primary divisions of certain schools in the Kalutara district remained at a high level. However, attendance in primary divisions of certain other schools was very low. Principals have urged the parents to send their children to schools without being deceived by rumours. Acting Vice-Chancellor of the Sri Jayawardhanapura University, Professor Sudanta Liyanage said that the university will reopen for academic activities from tomorrow. The acting Vice-Chancellor said that academic activities of all faculties at the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, except for 2 faculties, will commence tomorrow. Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce will reopen on the 15th of May, owing to several examinations that are yet to be held. Senior Professor Sudanta Liyanage stated that the reopening of the Faculty of Engineering will be announced soon. It was reported that the students' hostels of the university will also reopen starting from tomorrow. The government has decided to again ban the social media networks, including Facebook, WhatsApp and Viber, following the tense situation prevailing in several areas, including Chilao. A Facebook statement was the cause of the situation that surfaced in Chilao yesterday. The government emphasized that social media should be used with more responsibility. The government had to obstruct social media as a majority used it irresponsibly after the Easter Sunday attacks. Thereafter, the government lifted the ban, believing that the public would use it responsibly. However, various issues surfaced as some continue to use the social media irresponsibly. A Facebook comment led to the disturbance that surfaced in the Chilao area yesterday. Taking this situation into consideration, the government had to again temporarily ban social media. Defense sectors have emphasized that stern action would be taken against those who use social media irresponsibly. The judiciary today permitted to interrogate and record a statement from Karupaya, the 10th suspect in the Vellampitiya copper factory belonging to suicide bomber Muhammad Inzak. Colombo Additional Magistrate R.M.B. Nelumdenia granted this permission following a request made by the Terrorist Investigations Division. The Terrorist Investigation Division is to interrogate tomorrow and the day after the suspect who is in remand custody with respect to the incident. The Terrorist Investigation Division said that the suspect will be grilled with regard to the bomb explosion at an inn in Dehiwala. The case filed against parliamentarian Vimal Veeravansha and 6 others for organising a protest that inconvenienced the public has been fixed for hearing on August 5th by the Colombo Chief Magistrates Court. MP Veeravansha and 6 others have been accused of organising a protest in Bauddha Lokamawata, which had caused severe inconvenience to the public on February 6, 2016. Police informed the court that the protest was held against the arrival of the then UN High Commissioner Prince Zaid bin Rad Zaid Al Hussein by the National Freedom Front Party led by MP Veeravansha. Police informed the court that the protest was held against the arrival of the then UN High Commissioner Prince Zaid bin Rad Zaid Al Hussein by the National Freedom Front Party led by MP Veeravansha. The Supreme Court has announced that the hearing of witness statements in the case filed against former Deputy Minister Ranjan Ramanayake will take place on July 29th. The Attorney General had informed the Supreme Court that Deputy Minister Ramanayake had made defamatory remarks concerning the judiciary during a television program on August 21st last year. During today's hearing, it was announced that the case would be postponed until the end of July since Justice Vijit Malalgoda, who is a member of the judge bench, has to attend hearings at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. The three-member judge bench, headed by Justice Sisira Diabru today, announced that hearing of the case will resume from July 29th and will run daily until August 1st. And finally, on local news, the annual Congress of 306 Alliance District was held at the Sirimao Bandaranaike premises of the BMICH. ITN's Youth with Talent reality program came in for special acclamation at the awards presentation held on the sidelines of the Congress. The Youth with Talent program, which created a new juncture in the reality form of arts, won the attraction of many viewers of the country. Acclaiming its standards, this award was presented at the Green Awards presentation. A group including senior members of the Lions Club joined at this event. And now a look at the day's exchange rates. Log on to itnnews.lk for further details on these news items and more. Good night.